Get ready for a news blast. We're kicking things off with a gut-wrenching moment in the NBA. Golden State Warriors star Moses Moody has suffered a devastating knee injury, carted off the court in what looked like a serious blow to his season and the team's playoff hopes. Then, we're turning our attention to the Dallas Mavericks and a tough night for rising star Cooper Flagg, as we break down the key numbers and turnovers that cost them in that overtime thriller against the Warriors. But the story doesn't end there. We've got a critical update on Moses Moody's injury that could have major implications for the Warriors' already challenging season, and we'll tell you exactly what it means for their playoff push. Finally, we're diving deep into the stats breakdown from that intense Mavericks-Warriors overtime game, revealing the numbers that tell the real story of who dominated and who faltered. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Devastating blow. Warriors' Moses Moody suffers gruesome knee injury. This is a critical moment for the Golden State Warriors. Already battling for a playoff spot, the team has been hit with a devastating injury to Moses Moody, who was just returning from a wrist sprain. His absence, especially at this crucial juncture of the season, puts immense pressure on the remaining roster to step up. The incident occurred late in overtime during Monday's game against the Dallas Mavericks. With just over a minute left, Moody stole the ball and had a clear path to a dunk. However, as he went to elevate, his left knee buckled awkwardly, and he crumpled to the floor in visible pain, clutching his knee. He was unable to get up on his own and was subsequently carted off the court on a stretcher, a grim sight for teammates and fans alike. Prior to the injury, Moody was having a standout performance, leading the Warriors with 23 points, showcasing his importance to the team's offensive efforts. Fans and analysts are expressing deep concern on social media, with many sending well wishes to Moody and questioning the Warriors' depth. Coach Steve Kerr described the injury as looking bad, and Moody was seen leaving the arena on crutches with a brace, awaiting an MRI. His career-best season averages in points and shooting efficiency make this loss particularly impactful for Golden State's already slim playoff hopes. This injury casts a dark shadow over the Warriors' victory. What does this mean for their playoff chances? And can they recover from this setback as we look ahead to the next crucial matchup? Moses Moody's knee injury, a grim update for the Warriors. Golden State Warriors wing Moses Moody experienced a harrowing injury during Monday's overtime victory against the Dallas Mavericks. The incident, which occurred as Moody attempted a dunk in overtime, saw his knee buckle without any contact, leading to him being stretchered off the court. This marks a significant blow, especially as he was just returning from a 10-game absence due to a wrist sprain. Moody had been instrumental in the game, scoring 23 points and even moving into 10th place on the team's all-time three-pointers list. His performance was crucial in securing the 137-131 overtime win against the Mavericks. However, the lasting concern is Moody's health. Head coach Steve Kerr acknowledged the severity, stating, "We don't know what it is, but it sure looked bad." Moody averaged 11.9 points per game this season, a key contributor for the Warriors, who are fighting for a playoff spot. The injury has sparked widespread concern among fans and media, with many worried about the impact on the Warriors' playoff aspirations. With other key players like Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry sidelined or recently returned, Moody's injury further strains the team's depth. The upcoming MRI will be crucial in determining the extent of the damage and his availability for the remainder of the season. While the Warriors secured a vital win, the mood is somber following Moody's injury. What does this mean for their playoff push? And what's next for the team as they navigate these challenges? Warriors' playoff hopes diminish after devastating Moses Moody injury. In a critical game that saw the Golden State Warriors clinch a hard-fought overtime victory against the Dallas Mavericks, the win was overshadowed by a devastating injury to key player Moses Moody. This loss comes at a precarious time, as the Warriors are fiercely competing for a play-in spot in the Western Conference standings. The incident occurred late in overtime when Moody, on his return from a wrist injury, stole the ball and drove for a dunk. As he planted his left leg to take off, his knee buckled severely, causing him to fall to the court in agony. He was unable to stand and was subsequently taken off on a stretcher, leaving teammates and opponents in stunned silence. Moody had been a pivotal player throughout the game, contributing 23 points and 4 three-pointers, embodying the kind of performance the Warriors desperately needed. Post-game, Coach Steve Kerr expressed grave concern, calling the injury bad. Moody was later seen leaving the arena on crutches with a heavily braced knee, awaiting an MRI. The loss of Moody, who has been having a career-best season averaging 11.9 points and shooting a career-high 40.2% from three, significantly weakens the Warriors' roster, which is already depleted by other injuries. Players like Gary Payton, II emphasized Moody's importance, noting he was keeping us in the game. This injury adds another layer of difficulty to the Warriors' already challenging playoff race. Can they overcome this latest setback? And what other team is feeling the pressure as the postseason draws nearer? Mavericks' turnover troubles sink them in overtime loss to Warriors. The Dallas Mavericks fell to the Golden State Warriors 137-131 in a nail-biting overtime thriller, a game marked by the Mavericks' persistent ball handling issues despite a strong offensive showing. Cooper Flagg led all scorers with 32 points, but costly turnovers and struggles on the boards ultimately sealed their fate. Dallas showed flashes of brilliance, particularly in the second quarter where they built a 15-point lead. However, their inability to protect the ball proved to be their undoing. The team committed a staggering 23 turnovers, with Cooper Flagg and Najee Marshall accounting for 15 of those miscues. This lack of ball security, especially against the Warriors' full-court pressure, stalled their offense, particularly in the second half. Coach Jason Kidd's experiments with Flagg at point guard highlighted the team's overall ball-handling vulnerabilities. Beyond turnovers, the Mavericks were also out-rebounded, giving up 23 second-chance points to the Warriors. Key frontcourt players like Daniel Gafford, P.J. Washington, and Flagg combined for a mere 11 defensive rebounds, a statistic that Coach Kidd will surely look to address. Despite shooting nearly 60% from the field and 55% from three, these fundamental breakdowns prevented Dallas from closing out the game. These statistics paint a clear picture of where the Mavericks faltered. But with the Warriors securing this win, what does it mean for their own playoff picture? And what other major NBA storylines are unfolding right now? And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw a devastating knee injury for Moses Moody of the Warriors, a tough outing with turnovers for Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks, and a critical update on Moody's condition that impacts the Warriors' playoff hopes. We also broke down the key stats from that intense Warriors-Mavericks overtime battle. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more breaking news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms.